Hey guys, something has just recently really gelled in my brain, and that's saying a lot because my brain is like mostly jelly, um, about particularly the American Christmas experience and traditions. And I want to say that most of them, one of the things that has occurred to me that I wanted to share with you is how most of them are born out of hardship, out of grief, out of fear. Um, in an attempt to turn those things around and change in the season of hope and Thanksgiving. If you think about it, Christmases really began to be about children along about the time when children were starting to actually have childhoods. They weren't in the early 1900s. That's when Visit to St. Nick and those kind of things became popular, and the idea of Santa Claus bringing presents to everyone and trees in the house. All that was in the early turn of the century in the 1900s, because children were actually living longer and having childhoods, and and they became precious. Um, the uh, uh, the Depression uh, made the giving of food and the gathering together of food for food and uh, trying to bring light into the darkness. It brought that out in people who didn't always have enough to eat. But at this time of year, they said to themselves, I have enough to give, I have enough to share. So that tradition came out of hard times. And then World War II and all the things that happened to my parents' generation, I think led to the crazy Christmases of the 1950s and 60s, where things were impossibly magical and bright and funny, and where men who were gruff and never said a word about much of anything climbed up on roofs to put Santa Clauses and reindeers on their roofs for just a few days worth of joy. That was a trauma response to all they had been through and all that they hoped their children would never go through. So I do cling to Christmas traditions because I see them as a gift. I see them of a gift handed down from generation to generation to generation, saying, this will not defeat us. Things are not always good. Things are hard, and the world is hard, but for this little time, while you are young, while you are a child, while the world is taking a breather, let us all hope together. Let us all shine in the darkness. Let us all be a part of what Christmas really means. Just my thought. Happy holidays.